Shalom. I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught us this word. So yeah, I just have a few articles just on current events and what's going on around the world, mainly in the Middle East. The first one is out of SputnikGlobe.com. Basically, it's about this tension that's rising up in the Iranian region. U.S. recently sent thousands of troops over there. Um, but yeah, this is entitled U.S. Stroking Tension in Persian Gulf as it's losing control, needs more wars. Yeah, so it's like America's always pushing, for more wars and wars, but that's the scripture. That's one of the prophecies that we're to look after or to look out for. But this was dated uh, on the 9th, August 9th, 2023. Uh, this is the Persian Gulf and the Strait of Hormuz, which plays a critical role for global trade, have yet again found themselves in the focus of the U.S. military, as Washington has accused Iran of seizing and harassing civilian vessels, a practice that the Islamic Republic has result, resolutely denied employing. Resolutely, Slot. The United States realized that it is losing control and cannot maintain it without creating more wars, which explains why it is stroking tension in the Persian Gulf. Uh, with increasingly more countries rejecting the U.S. driven so called rules based order, and America feeling that it coveted superior rule of being the world policeman that the laws don't apply to, slipping from its grasp. But yeah, that's the scriptures too about it, and they shall hate the whore. A lot of these nations are bucking up against, Babylon the Great. You know, eventually they're gonna, blast missiles on America. That hatred is just building up more and more. But yeah, I was just going through this, and I guess this news feed, this article that popped up about 20 minutes ago, says U.S. poses major security threat in Latin America. So now the U.S. is messing around with Venezuelan country. It says U.S. poses major security threat in Latin America. And this just popped up about 25 minutes ago. U.S. actions pose the main threat to security and peace in Latin America, Venezuelan Defense Minister Vladimir Lopez said at the Moscow conference. The United States does not stop in its attempt to maintain hegemony so that Latin America is organized in line with its interest. Basically, that hegemony just means, a country wanting leadership or rulership over another country. But yeah, so that one just popped up right now with the U.S. posing major security threats in Latin America. So yeah, it's these countries are starting to hate the whore. Another one out of Breitbart, dated August 13th. Global shipping warned to steer clear of Iranian waters as U.S.-Iran tensions build. So yeah, steer clear of Iranian territorial waters. That was a simple message to international shipping companies Saturday as U.S.-Iran tensions over the strategic Strait of Hormuz continued to escalate. So yeah, it's just building up more and more. And there's another one out of GulfInsider.com, dated about 7 days ago. It says that Israel threatens to strike every meter of Lebanon. So now Israel's having tensions with Lebanon right now. Israel's defense minister Gallant said Tuesday in a message addressed to both Hezbollah and the Lebanese government that Tel Aviv is prepared to strike every meter of that country. So this just popped up right now. You know, it's wars, rumors of wars, man. Do not make a mistake. We do not want war, but we are ready to defend our citizens, our soldiers, and our sovereignty, the minister said. We will not hesitate to employ all of our power and to attack every meter of Hezbollah in Lebanon and return Lebanon to the Stone Age, he added. So, yeah, I mean, this is more, wars, rumors of wars, you know. But, that was all part of what we were told to look after. But this first scripture is Matthew 24:3. And he sat upon the Mount of Olives. The disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? Or what shall be the sign of thy coming and the end of the world? So, yeah, I mean, these prophecies are the only way, we can really know when Yahushua is coming back. No man knows the time or date, but that's why we got to be on the watch for these prophecies. Time of Jacob's trouble, the MOTB, Mark of the Beast, and ultimately, World War III. And Yahushua answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying that I am anointed, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So yeah, like all these wars, rumors of wars, that are going on around the world. All the way from the Middle East to Latin America. For nation shall rise against nation, kingdom against kingdom. There shall be famines, pestilences, and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrow. So these things must come to pass. Don't let these things trouble you. These are the signs of the times, man. Next scripture is Isaiah 9:5. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. Yeah, so this war that's coming up, this World War III, is going to be fought with missiles, fuel of fire, and ultimately, those nuclear missiles that are going to destroy Babylon the Great, also known as America. Because back in the day, it was just men with swords and axes yelling at each other and slicing each other up. But now this is going to be with burning and fuel of fire. Man, that fire, that nuclear destruction. This is Isaiah 54:16. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire. I have bringeth forth an instrument for his work. I have created the waster to destroy. Yeah, it's talking about that nuclear destruction. Man, he created the smith, man. He put the knowledge, in these scientists and these engineers to create that nuclear bomb, man. Like that movie Oppenheimer, he became the destroyer of worlds, when he created that bomb. So yeah, this is what the Most High, but ultimately that's the Most High's creation. I've created the waster to destroy, and that's exactly what's going to happen, man. The missiles are going to touch down and destroy this place. The last scripture is Jeremiah 23:7. So that's the day that we look forward to, man. Lord said, be not troubled with those things, because that nuclear destruction, man, that's going to be the salvation for the remnant, for the elect, and that's when the end will come, man. This is Jeremiah 23:7. Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that they shall no more say, I'm the Lord liveth, which brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. But the Lord liveth, which brought up and which led the seed of the house of Israel out of the north country, and from all countries where I have driven them, and they shall dwell in their own land. So that's how great, this deliverance is going to be, man. And we're not going to talk about Egypt, and Egypt's been talked about ever since, man. You know, made movies about it, you know, the Ten Commandments and all that. Everybody knows about Egypt and how the Lord delivered, you know, the Israelites from captivity. It's all been talked about every year, thousands, hundreds, thousands of years. It's been talked about. But this next deliverance that's come is gonna, we're not. It's gonna be so great, it's so magnificent. We're not gonna talk about, Egypt no more, man. It's gonna talk about how they delivered Israel from out of the North Country, which is America, getting beamed up in those ships, man. To escape that nuclear destruction. Yeah, I just wanted to bring out, these current events, a few articles. Global shipping is warned to stay clear of Iran because the tension is building up. U.S. is trying to provoke, starting to create more wars, just these wars and rumors of wars, man. And even Israel's threatening to start war with Lebanon now. So it's all heating up, man. So with that, shalom.